Hello, everyone. Nhớ rằng cho lên từ welcome to another adventure on Chong's Choo Choo to Success. Today is our Team Friday live, and I have here my team members. Of course, myself, Chong Miller, your online business mentor, and I have my two business partners who will introduce themselves. Please.
All right, since Chong started in Hmong, I guess I might have to follow up with that. Nhớ rằng sẽ đấy, nhớ rằng giá sẽ rõ ta siêu là sẽ giá chọn được cho nên sẽ đấy ở cho nên chẳng còn chọn thế của Liz, của tôi sư phụ khen đỡ của tôi nhiệt chế cũng có bé tôi and của tôi nhiệt chế thế ạ. Okay, so ở chỗ này sẽ chẳng còn cũng mà nó đó của thế của ở tu business partner. Okay, so hãy quan mong ý của mình cả cho nên sẽ làm luôn.
Okay, well, hello, Nyajong. I'm not going to speak Hmong. My name is Panya. I am from Minnesota, and I'm a mom, a wife, and I'm a business owner, and I'm a coordinator by profession. And thank you for having me today. And I will be multitasking today, so I apologize if I'm moving around too much.
Okay. Well, I'm in a car heading home, so that's the beauty of this business is that we can do this from anywhere, right? So, yeah. So, today, we're going to be talking about, if you're showing up and you're not making the progress that you are, what you can do to, see more results. And so, and we're gonna kind of just each of us touch base on some aspects that we see that we noticed that could increase our business, that help us stay on top of our business. So um uh anybody want to go first, or shall I just say?
I can start. Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah.
If you're starting your business, doesn't matter if it's online or, if you're actually opening up a business yourself. Like they were saying, whether it be on online or yeah. Or in person, if you don't show up for your business, whether just because if you don't show up and you just have your store there, then you won't have any customer coming in. So same with this. If you are the CEO of your business like we are, you show up every day, and just share what you're doing. And if you're proud of what your business is, whether it be at a store or as we are, we're in attraction marketing. So we just come on live online and we share what great opportunity that this business is offering for everybody who wants to make a change in their life, or help with their income, passive income coming, or generational wealth. You got to show up. You can't just say, okay, I open up my business now, anybody go, but I'm not open, it's really closed. And so you got to show up like we are right now, as a team or by yourself. Once in a while we all post our own live. So coming on to share about yourself. If you don't show up, no one's gonna come into your store, no one's gonna know about you. So that's how I feel about that one of the mistakes that is stopping people from growing their online or store or business that they're opening up.
Yes, and I think you touched on something about showing up. I think the other one thing is actually making the move, right? Because some people think about it, thinking about, oh yeah, I want to do that, but they never make the move because they're afraid, or they just don't have all the information, or there's a couple of reasons. One is they think they're not ready. They want it to be the perfect moment. They want to know everything about it before they start, or they want to be like the professional, want to be so good at it from the start. And you don't have to wait for the perfect moment.
Yeah.
You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything to start, right? You just have to show up. And I think that that's the important part is you don't have to know every answer or everything ahead of time, because or you don't have to be perfect. You have to just start, and as you make mistake or as it's a learning process, you know. And especially with the online, I think you have to also know who you're talking to, right? Who especially when we're doing attraction marketing. I mean, who are we attracting? We have
Mm-hmm.
to know exactly who we're attracting, and then we have to I think one of the things, we have to be ourselves, right? Because there's so many bots these days that are pretending to be us, and we have to be our authentic self, be human, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do you think, Panya?
That is very true. I agree with you, Chong, on that one. Where we all know how the online world is has introduced something called AI,
Mm-hmm.
and it is getting scary out there, right? With what you do and what you have to do to stay afloat. And one of the biggest mistakes, like Chong said, is you don't know if it's a bot or if it's a real person, right? So that's why we come online. We show our faces, we show our authentic self. Like today, I'm busy doing stuff, but I'm still showing up for my business because I have a schedule set, right? So I'm continuing my work by showing up and still doing what I have to do without saying, "Oh, I gotta stop this so that I can start this," because we we are real people and we are really making the commitment by showing up and doing what we need to do for our business. Like Chong's on a trip, on her way home. Liz is at home relaxing for the night, and then I'm busy preparing for something tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that our audience don't see, right? They only see us on live, sitting at a desk with
Yeah.
the same image every Friday or every other time that we do come online. That's one thing that is a mindset, right? Because we know that as a business owner, before you sell yourself out there, you have to be also build that relationship with your audience, build that connection so that you have that one-on-one um, relationship building already before you say, hey, you know what? Are you ready to take the next step with me? Because it takes time. Like Liz said earlier, no matter no matter how much you know or you think you never know enough until you ask those questions
Mm-hmm.
or seek those answers. Because we know that, I don't know about you ladies, but for me, I personally know that I didn't ask those questions before I started. So I sat on that fence for quite a long time before I decided that, hey, let's just go, right? And get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Because we all know that starting something new is going to hit us, right? Because we know that comfort zone is another thing that prevents us from continuing climbing up that ladder that we tend to want to reach, but then yet we don't allow ourselves to reach that potential because we think we're not good enough, we think we're not doing enough, or we think we're not right. So like I always tell all my team, there is never a wrong answer unless you don't ask that question. Then of course you're gonna do what you think you know until you do it wrong, and then we correct you, and then that's when it's gonna be something that's gonna make it harder for you because you're gonna think that, oh wait, I thought, so little things like that. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Show up and be consistent and build a connection with your audience because that's where it starts, right? Because
Yeah.
we all know that within time we will get there, and we just have to have belief in ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
It- and I think you're right about getting to know your audience and getting those questions answered, because they have the same questions and concerns you do, and sharing those would help them understand a little better, because in the end, starting a new adventure, um, everybody has the same, um, what do you say, fears about starting a new adventure, right? You don't, it's unknown. You've never done it before, and you're afraid to do it. You wish for the best, but you always expect that everything's going to go wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and therefore you want everything to be perfect before you start, because you people we like everybody wants to have control,
Yes.
And with the business, you never really don't know, you never really have full control because you're always learning. And that's
Mm-hmm.
the part is you're not making any mistakes, you're learning. And as you learn, um,
Mm-hmm.
as you have your questions answered, you have more questions, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a continuous lesson. And you can't just like get all the answers at one time. And the more questions, the more answers you have, the more questions you're going to have. But that means you're growing and you're doing better and better and you're improving. And there's, I think I remember like one quote, I think from our last meeting, and that is, if you do nothing, nothing changes, or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So if you want a better future, a better opportunity, if you don't go after that opportunity, and or you do nothing, nothing is ever going to change. And what do they say? Doing the same thing and expecting new, different result is insanity, right? So, you want something different, you got to try something different. You got to do it. And you got to take that step.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, that baby small step. You gotta step out into the world, and like what you're saying, yeah, it's not mistake, because every business. I've never done a business, but I'm here talking like that because that I'm in a business now, so I kind of feel like when you step into it, you're gonna have to learn and grow. Because if you just like say you have that vision, but you never know until you step into that business and open it up, and then have your customer come in, and like you say, you got to talk to them, you got to get to know them, but you got to be yourself too. Don't sell yourself too high, because everybody, if you're up there and no one, everybody sees themselves as just learning and want to come into your business, but if you don't be yourself and open up, then no one's gonna want to join you or follow you, or think that that business is going to help them too. So yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. You know, yeah. Everybody is unique. If we were
Yes.
all the same, we would, you know, this world would be kind of boring. And so when we go back to attraction marketing, we're attracting people who are similar to us, right?
Mhm.
They might have the same ideas, the same fears, same situation. And
Same
these are the
dreams,
people
right?
that we're here to dreams. And
Mm-hmm.
that's we're here to help. I mean, we're mentors. We help people, start online business, do better with them, and we help guide and um, point them in the right direction and support each other. And I think that that's some people don't start because they feel like they don't have the motivation to keep going, and that's
Mm-hmm.
when the consistency falls off, right?
Yeah.
And we got to that's why you got to have a team. So that's why you see us here, we're here, we support each other, that's what we do. And in our business, you get a coach and a mentor for life, you know and we're always going to be here to help you, guide you, and you get a whole community, private community that's worldwide that will help you. And we are here to celebrate with you, and we're here to kind of guide and point you to in the right direction to get the help, training, and that you need. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and and that's what um, and that's why we are growing at the same time. We're learning from each other and we're helping each other.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, so we understand, like there are business out there that it's frightening because yes, um, it's just to start your own business. Really, no one's going to guide you. So maybe most business people have the experience, so they fear going into a business like our online business here. So, like Chong said, yeah, our business, our community, there's 250,000 plus business partners, and we all support each other. We lift each other up. We, on successes. So that's what's great about this business. Not all businesses are the same, so um, do your research, yeah, before you
Yes.
open up or join any business. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some people are afraid to start a business because they are going to be alone. They,
Mm-hmm.
they don't know. They're like thinking, I don't have business experience. How am I going to start an online business by myself? And the great thing about our business is that you're never alone. Because again, like I said, you got a mentor, a coach, and you have this huge community that's
Mm-hmm.
there to help and support you, and that you could also learn from. And we learn from each other. Like that's I love our community because I am learning so much from everybody sharing what they know. Like if someone has an expertise in something and they're willing to share that, say, hey, do it this way, it's easier, here are shortcuts and stuff. And I love that um, about our community. And I know that I'm in business for me, but I'm not in business by myself. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what is important. And a lot of people are afraid to start a business because they feel they're going to go to on do this business by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and you know
Okay. So I'm going to tie that back into our topic of conversation tonight, right? About growth. And remember that when you guys do start something new, it takes time. It's not, our business is not something that you grow overnight. It's going to take, it can take you as long as a year or more. And if you do happen to achieve things overnight, then you are just one of the lucky ones. But just know that any business that you start, you are going to have oopsies before you can even have big wins or small wins. And remember that when you are achieving little things here and there, remember to celebrate them because those little achievements are considered big wins for you because you got your foot in the door. That's a win. You achieving your um content creating, that's a big win. Just know that no matter what you do, anything that you succeed in, those are considered wins. And that will continue to build your growth and continue to build your mindset. And on top of that, with mindset plays a key role in this business as well. So just know that even though we continue to talk about our business and we continue to say the benefits of it, if you don't have belief in your own self,
Mm-hmm.
then your mindset is not quite there yet. And like what I've always heard is it's probably not, you're not ready for it. That's why you're not gaining that knowledge or you're not being able to retain that knowledge, right? Once you are fully in and you're fully committed, that's when you will see the growth in yourself. The growth will continue to grow and grow and grow, and the abundance of blessings that you receive comes in all forms. Okay, guys, just being able to be here with these ladies today, that's considered a blessing for me, an achievement for me. As I've shared before, were never my thing, and interviews were never my thing. Right? I was able to check those to do things off my list because I achieved those, and those are considered wins for me. To you guys, speaking in public might not be a hard thing, or interviews might not be a hard thing. Not everybody is in the same boat. Just like how my business partner shared earlier, we're all from different parts of careers, or living in whatever in general, right? So just know that they're all forms of growth, and it starts with you, and you have to continue to grow that within yourself. And like Chung said earlier, you have a community. You're never alone. And I learned that firsthand because I thought I was alone. And that's why I never really wanted to do this because I thought that, hey, if I started, who am I going to turn to for business ideas or business help? And when it was already there in front of me, I chose to ignore that because I thought I was better with the knowledge that I have thought I had. So just know that we do have a community when we speak about community, and it is true. And like Chong and Liz shared earlier, you have to reach out to be able to gain that knowledge and continue to show up for your business by being consistent. And it will show in the end.
Yep. So, some of the biggest mistake we do is as people is that we overthink and we wait too long for the perfect moment to start. So, the truth is there's no perfect moment. You just have to take that action and um, go and hopefully it's a community like ours, that's supporting each other, through little wins or, every little win, like we're saying, coming on live, it's not something that everybody's comfortable doing. So I find that too, that, my little win is coming on. Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. And you don't have to feel comfortable. And it's okay when you have little setbacks. If you have, the
Mhm.
thing is that this you can learn to change your mindset. You can, if you have a day that you're not so motivated, that's okay. That's when you should reach out to your coach. That's when you should reach out to a your mentor, your the community, because everybody's so there's so many of us out there, and someone who could, you know, who would probably was in your situation yesterday could help you boost your energy, your motivation today. So you never know. And so always reach out, and we're here to support each other. Again, it's okay to have down days because we're not perfect, but
Mhm.
the part is called grit. You're gonna and perseverance, right? You're gonna get right back up and keep going because you learned from it and you know from it and you have that experience. It's not always smooth sailing, but you learn from it and you keep going, and that's what counts is
Mhm.
being able to get up and get keep going. Because what if you're able to do that, you're pretty much halfway there because you know you're halfway there because you already have experienced the downside, and now it's only the upside that you need, and you're going to focus on. And the community will remind you is that you focus on those little wins. When you get right back up and you start going, that is a win, because there are many who could, when they fall down, they just lay down, play possum, but you got right back up and you keep going. That's what's important.
Yeah, because eventually, if you don't give up and you keep trying, and at the end of the rainbow, like Pena was saying the other day, at the end of the rainbow, there will be success, and you'll see that you've made it, and like John say, celebration will be there, with your business partners. So. Mhm.
So yes, um, what I've experienced is that there are times when, you know, and you keep growing. You don't just stop, because when you learn something new, you keep growing. I've grown so much, not just from the technology. I learned from the technology, from the training. I learned how to, you know, um, be self, not to get over myself when I go live, because that was one of my biggest fear, was showing up for, showing my face. And that's just because I'm not used to it. And you start to build that confidence, and it's okay, because you're supposed to be yourself. Okay. Like I said earlier, you're unique. Someone out there is gonna be thinking just like you. They're gonna like you. They're gonna join you there because of you and your stories, and they're gonna be able to relate to you, and just
Mhm.
be your authentic self, and show up,
Mhm.
because that's how they're gonna know you, is if you're consistently showing up, you know,
Yeah.
and you're telling your story.
Yeah, so if what we're saying is resonating with you and you're feeling like, yes, this is a great, digital business, online business that you may be interested in, because we have, we have what you're looking for, a community, a lifetime coach and a mentor and training, and again, the big thing is, it's not going to cost you $20,000 just to start your business. Okay. that we're talking about, that $149 membership fee will get you in, and you have all these trainings and the training to build your business, okay, and other training like our millionaire mindset, and also little team meetings like, and then like this, go into our website, mine here and Chong's over there. Hopefully I'm pointing to the right. And, reach out to us, and Pania, and, reach out to us, and go learn a little bit more about our business too. We're not saying, join us, we're saying if it's right for you, then, give it a shot and learn a little bit more about this business too.
Yeah. I mean, if you've been thinking about doing a business, an online business, or doing something, as you can see, we're in different parts of the U.S. and we have in this business, our community spans. It has a global spans, and it spans 20 plus countries across the globe. We also have um, coaches and mentors all around. You, when you are, if you're considering an online business, we will, we think, I think you should check us out because there's nothing that can go wrong. Getting more information before you make a move, knowing that you're not obligated to do anything, but you know, again, if you're looking for a change, this is one that is easy. Easy, but you have to be willing to work hard. You have to be coachable. I mean, willing to work hard, but everything set up for you. You just have to show up and work. Show up for your business, work hard, and you will, and stay consistent, and it will happen. You know. Um, you just need to do that, be invested, and come check us out. There's no obligations. Just find out before you make a decision, before you start something. If you're going to, again, you got people to um, support you and celebrate your wins and answer questions for you. So, and help you find the right, point you to the right resources too. So, um, again, our websites are on our little photos here. Look, go, you can go to our website, register. We have a free webinar that will tell you will get you started on how to, and explain a little bit more about the business. And then, we have more steps for you to take, but at least take that one small step to get more information. And,
Mhm.
we would love to see you on the inside and
Yeah.
introduce you to our, little private communities.
Hmm. Yeah, and don't worry if you think that you are, well, you have a full-time job that you won't have time. There are business partner like me, who are still working full-time. And that's how it's helping me also to continue to grow my business here. And there are stay-at-home moms. There are business partners who are working part-time. And then there's our business partners who are, this is their full-time career path. So there's many, different professions, and business partners. So, if you have a question about that too, then, reach out, because yeah, it's, going on, opening up your own digital business or a business is not going alone, or that you have to quit your job. Okay. So know that we are not asking you to quit. You need it. If you need it, you stay with it. If it's your passion like me, you continue teaching, and it may be eventually become your plan A, or plan B, or, and like Chong had mentioned earlier, it's generational wealth too. It gets passed on down to your kids, kids, so your grandkids too. That's what's great about this business. There's so many things given to you too.
Absolutely. So come check us out. Um, and, you don't have to be check into one small office. You could work from anywhere. I'm doing it from a car, and Panya's
Yeah,
in the kitchen, and
I'm in the
you could
kitchen
do
too,
from
cleaning
anywhere.
table.
Hmm. Yep. So come check us out. Our websites are there register for our free webinar and get that information that you need to make an informed
Mhm.
decision if you want to, if you're looking for an opportunity to start an online job, online
Yep.
business. Okay. All right. Well, anybody else? Anybody has anything else to add, Panya? She's good. Okay. Well, thank you
Mhm.
all for joining us, tuning in tonight, and we are happy to have you. Uh, Please, if you could put in the comments where you're watching us from, that would be great. Let's just kind of keep track of how far our reach is, and
Mhm.
if any of us resonate with you, please reach out to us so we can kind of help you get started on your own online business.
Mhm.
Um, and with that said, I'll see you at the next stop on Chong's Chichi to Success. And goodbye for now.
All right. Thank you, Chong, for inviting us. And everybody, Shinji doa. Ciao doa.
You're very welcome.